Hey guys, good morning. Jeff here. Listen, I'm just doing a little bit of behind the scenes stuff, which is always fun because what I try to do, if I get a few projects coming up, like I've showed you guys a couple of these projects coming up, I always try to get done ahead of time the materials and things that I'm going to need to do the projects. Right? That's the part I'm doing right now. Here's a neat little bit. The Molotow Chrome pens. I've had the one, and they're wonderful. But you see the big one there? That's a refill. The reason I got the refill is because this Cobra over here, good buddy of mine, Kyle, he had this bugger, and it had numerous coats of paint on it, and he did an absolutely wonderful job, and he sent it to me. And we went back and forth on it. I said, hey, listen, I know I've used the Molotow pens a few times, but I haven't done anything as far as taking the refill and spraying anything with it. So we both thought it'd be a good idea to take the Cobra there that he cleaned up so well and go ahead and spray it. Now, I know in my boxes over here that I have a had an airbrush. I couldn't find it. I went through all my T-Jet boxes. I could not find it. So the last part of getting all the materials for the project is I ordered an airbrush propellant system kit, and it's made by Tester, and it's got the propellant with it. The reason I did that is because I don't do a lot of spray painting. If I do, I usually do it from the can. I don't do a lot of airbrushing. I do some spray painting, but not a lot of airbrushing. So I didn't want to invest in a pump and all that stuff. I really didn't want to do it. I know the guys that have the right equipment for the airbrush stuff, the right pump and everything, their stuff comes out absolutely amazing. But we're going to use this tester kit and go ahead and get this Cobra all chromed out. I can't wait to dive into this. It's going to be a fun project, guys. All right, let me go ahead and get that airbrush set up. All right, very good. Got everything out of the box there, and I just was going through the instructions looking to make sure that everything that I need is there, and I was on the back of the box as well, and it does. It looks like they've got everything there. They've got the airbrush itself, the hosing, a little tube that would go into the paint. They have some of these little tester bottles. The cap there, that's for the top of the propellant there. Plus, I looked at this little thing, they call it a wire form. It looks like a guitar string to me in the shape of a P. And if I need more of those, I got plenty of them. Guys, I play guitar, been doing that since I've been like 10, 11 years old. Okay, so by which I'll be making some videos. I know I do a lot of the slot car stuff, but coming up here very, very shortly, I'll be making some videos of me playing guitar. All right, now we got all that out of the box. Time to get it assembled and time to get it ready. Let's do it. Right, very good. I've read the instructions. I've got the propellant attached to the hose, attached to the spray gun itself. I've got the little tester bottle over there. Everything's assembled. I did run a test on it. Guys, do read the instructions. It gives you step by step. I kind of wanted to dive into it, but I said, no, let's just go ahead and read the instructions. They got some fine details you should be following. So let me do this. I'm going to grab the Molotow pen over here, and I'm going to give it a good few shakes. I'm going to fill up that bottle, then we're going to get in here spraying after just a bit. Okay, good. One thing that we have to address, I know we're looking at the vibrators and stuff, but let me grab the Cobra, is you have to have some way to spray this thing without, holding it with your hands. And I got a dowel here, and I was just going to see if we can get it into that front screw post and get it to hold. So I'll use that as a tool to hold it while I spray it. One thing I did do is I got done washing this, and I just wiped it down with my shirt just a bit ago. I'm still making sure that it's really dry. You don't want all your finger oils on it before you paint it or anything like that. So I'm going to give it one quick wipe down, then we'll start spraying. Very good. Got the Cobra ready. We got the dowel in there. That should hold it real good. And I've got the Molotow Chrome in the jar there, and it's hooked up to the propellant. We're all set to go. What I'm going to do is I got some paper over here, a little notepad. I'm going to do a quick spray just to make sure it's the consistency I want. Because what's interesting about this is on top here, they have a gauge control to where you can either raise or lower how close the paint, you know, where it comes out there, how close it is to the nozzle. So I'm gonna run a test, make sure it's to my satisfaction, and then we'll go ahead and start painting this. Quite frankly, I wish I had a third hand. I don't know how I'm gonna spray the Cobra and film it. So I don't know how I'm gonna work that out. All right, give me just a sec. Well, on the pad there, I just did I just did a little bit of spraying with the Molotow Chrome. I got it to where it's coming out the way I want. But boy, it is so reflective. It is absolutely so reflective. Okay, let's go ahead and get to the Cobra. Once again, I don't know how I'm going to hold the camera and do the spraying. Give me just a sec. All right, guys, I tried to set up the camera to where I could do it, but I just couldn't. I had to have it in front of me. But I just got done putting that Molotow paint on there. I did the inside of it as well. It is time to let this dry. My gosh, it looks great right now. Okay, I just put it in my vise there, and it looks outstanding. It looks so good. Again, hardest thing for me to do is just to not mess with it and let it dry. One thing I did find out, or actually a couple things I found out with the Molotow paint, is do not try to buff it. You're going to turn it into silver. Instead of it being like a chrome, you're going to turn it into a silver. Do not try to put an overcoat on it. It's going to mess it up. Keep those things in mind if you're using the pens. If you're using the spray, same thing, guys. Do not put an overcoat, and do not try to buff it to where, you know, we're going to get it extra shiny. Wrong. You're going in the wrong direction. All right, time to let that dry. I'm going to clean up the airbrush real quick. Okay, very good. I got the airbrush, all the propellant, everything put back where it's going to stay. In the box is where I like it. And we're still going to let this bugger dry. We're just going to let that dry. It looks so good. We do have a pristine windshield to go in there when we're done with the project. Here's one that just came in. The, what is that, 32 Ford pickup? That came in and it was filthy. I washed it yesterday and it was, I think that's why it didn't go for very much. It was absolutely filthy. Again, if you're doing something on eBay and you want it to sell real good, clean it up. You know, wash it, clean it up, do something with it. So it didn't go very much, and I'm the one that got it. So when I was looking for my airbrush stuff, I did discover where I know I had a couple of these left, and they are the slimline chassis. I had a whole case of it once, and I'm down to two. I'm down to two left. These have never touched a track. They've never touched a transformer. I'm the first guy to take it out of there right now. This was a full case years and years, about 25 years ago, this full case, and I've been just using the heck out of them. The reason I got a full case of the slimline chassis is because I was doing the Monstermobile. Just a sec. Very good. Here's the Monstermobile. Johnny Lightning made these, and I couldn't wait to put a chassis on and see if I can get, you know, something to work, turn this bugger into the slot car. Well, the regular T-Jet chassis, it wasn't going to fit under. No way, no way. So I had to use a slimline. That's one of the reasons I was using those. I got those buggers years ago, and I made so many of these Monstermobiles. Guys have copied me. They've copied me, but no one's done it just like this, that's for sure. I have a red engine light. When you hit the juice, it goes on. I got Herman in there, guys. I got a tiny ass little Herman in there, and it just screams around the track. One thing you'll notice on the side there of the chassis, yeah, right there, neodymium magnets. If you put a couple of neodymium magnets on these slimlines, they scream around the track. They scream. Now, where the magnet is, it's not going to hold it to the track. It's just going to increase the gauze of the magnet. You know, that's getting the engine to turn. So and I also tried as far as the Dragula. I tried doing a slimline chassis with that. It's possible, but boy, it's tough. It's tough. So I scratch built a chassis out of a Harley, I think made from a Tyco, and I got my Monster Dragula to work that way. So anyways, the slimline is going to be for the truck here. Okay, it's gonna be for the truck. Everything looks good on it now that it's cleaned up. There's no cracks in the screw posts. The windshields look good. The window posts look good. Chrome, superb, absolutely superb. So let me go ahead and do this just for fun. We'll go ahead and tear into the slimline chassis, I want to oil it before I put it on the track, okay? Let me reposition the camera a little bit better. Good, a little bit resituated here. Now, if you haven't taken apart a slimline chassis, if you have not, they come apart just like the T-Jet chassis. You take the engine clamp on first. The caution is, watch for the springs, or not the springs, the brushes. The brushes, they just seem to come right out, okay? So be mindful of that. Engine clamp off. There we go. Engine out itself. Again, there went the back one, back magnet. And there's the front magnet. Now what's interesting about these, unlike the T-Jets, these just have a couple of pegs that the magnets fit into real good. But again, see how easy they pop out? You almost just look at it, they're jumping out there. They're jumping out there. Okay, the wheels, the axles, everything is the same there. Just this part's open, and the shoes, the same, absolute same. Boy, that's a nice condition. That's just right from the factory. Absolutely right from the factory. Everything looks so good on this. So what I want to do is I just want to go ahead and oil where we need to on the axles there, and I'll oil the crown gear there, and I'll get some oil on the top plate. I'll get some oil on the top plate. Oops, there we go. Probably a little bit on the bottom there, that back gear, and then go ahead and reassemble it. Should be very, very, very easy. Had to stop the camera there. My oil was over there on the counter there. Okay, good. So as far as the top plate, just a little bit right in the center there. Good. A little bit there. And that should be enough for the top. That really should be enough for the top. Right there. Now I'm looking at the bottom plate here, and it has never been run, but you know what I'm going to do just for fun? I'm going to take the wire brush and just clean that. That looks like it's got oxidation on it from just sitting in the box. Just sitting in the box. Spins good, doesn't it? It spins real good. Look at that. Wow. All right, now to me, guys, that looks better, doesn't it? You know what? That looks better. That looks a whole lot better. Good. Okay, and interesting, you see how just by spinning it through the oil, well, that's how the oil is going to get back to this back gear here too. That's how that's going to get back there. When it spins, it's going to throw some back there, and that's fine. That's what we want. Okay, good. A little bit of oil right there. If you don't oil there, the peg on the bottom of the engine, it'll start wobbling and squealing and all that stuff, and that's not what you want. A little bit on the crown gear, not too much. There we go. And then just the front axle as well. And we should be all set for reassembly now. Just a little bit of oil. You don't ever really want to over oil. Oil, I don't want to say it attracts dust and dirt, but it attracts dust and dirt. You know what I mean? So don't put gobs of oil in there, guys. Good, let's go ahead and get the magnets back in. I always want to start getting those there. Good. And then the brushes, there's no oil, there's nothing on them. I'm just rolling around my fingers, see if there's any surface oxidation I get it off from, again, sitting in there for so long. I mean, when were these things made? 63, 4, 57, 58 years old, you know what? So there's probably a little bit of oxidation on there, you know what? Probably a little bit. Good. Now, you have to drop the engine straight in. Don't go putting it and sliding it in. Just, you got to drop it straight in. Often the brushes will come out. Sometimes the magnets come up. All kind of stuff happens. But if we can just drop it straight in, good. We did it. We did it. Look at that burr. Look at that. There you go. Now let's get the engine clamp on. Okay. It's right down where it should be. Bingo. Bingo. Just for fun, let's take this over to the transformer. Got that on. First time this bugger's gonna get fired up, guys. Absolute first time. Okay. Okay. They always sound a little bit slower than the regular T-Jets, don't they? They really do. All right, very good. Now you hear that squeal? I don't think I got enough oil in where the engine comes down to the body. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm gonna put just a drop of oil there. All right, good. Just got a drop of oil in there. Oh, much more smooth, much smoother, much smoother. Very good, great. Oh man, looks great, doesn't it? Look at that, man, look at that thing. Wow. Okay, good, I just got that on. Let me go ahead and get the transformers over here. Let's see it go around the track, guys. Let's see what we got. Oh, there you go. Maiden voyage, right there, right there. Oh, got some juice to it too, doesn't it? Oh, okay, very good, very good. Man, that was an easy, fun project. Just, again, I washed it up, cleaned it up. And again, if you're gonna sell something on eBay, man, make sure it looks good. You're gonna get a top dollar for it. And anytime this Monster Coach is out, I've got to race it. I've got to race it. It is absolutely, wow, let me get that. It went to the other lane. There it goes. It is absolutely fast for a slim line. It is tremendously fast. I can't even open it up on the track there. The neodymium magnets on the side there really help them go faster. But often there's no room to do it on the chassis and the bodies that Aurora made. So kind of lucked out with being able to do it that way. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the Cobra getting chromed up and the Ford here. All right, let me know if you need anything. I always say that, and I truly mean it, guys. Let me know. Hope you enjoyed the video. See ya.